All right. And we are live. Look, we already got a comment in there from Jimbo. Make
Hey,
sure you like the stream and share and so yeah. So I mean there's no one in here right now, so I guess I gotta wait. Oh, there's 6 people. All right. Yeah. So for this episode, I'm gonna be giving away some discs. So go ahead and share this. That'd be great if we get some more people in here. But I mean, other than that, we're back here. Jimbo and I were just talking quickly before we got started here that uh, the last episode we did was just before the election, and we didn't know who the president was. Bitcoin was still like $60,000. Now what does the banner say up here? Oh, I think we're gonna break 95 on this in this stream in the next 45 minutes. We've been pushing up to 95 for the past like hour. Um, but yeah, things are going good. I'm glad we're here talking about it. Jimbo, how you doing?
hey, doing well. I mean, I'm doing really well now that we see it Bitcoin's price. We were, as you said, last time we were here, Bitcoin's price was like almost 60,000. Now we're pushing 95K. It's crazy, dude.
It's ridiculous. We'll talk a little bit about Trump's impact and then meme coins later. But first, we're going to start off with some Illuvium stuff. And actually, if you're joining right now, I'm giving away those 10 discs. Type hashtag prize in the comments. You have to do this on YouTube. So if you're on X, it won't work. But then I'm going to raffle them off at some point during this episode. So hashtag prize in the comments. Yeah, so tomorrow I've been waiting for this for so long. I know you're not as big into Illuvium Beyond as I am, but I've been, since wave 1, I got my Blazing Ramfire, sold it for like 6.8 ETH, and I've just been using that to just keep staying up in that top 100, keep buying more discs. So I've been pretty involved, and my goal is to stay involved in the top 100 going into this wave 3, which is kicking off tomorrow in about I think 20 hours from right now, 5 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow for the alpha sale, and then 24 hours later will be the non-alpha sale. So a couple things to note real quick is for the prices, they're going to be pegged to USD for the first time. So unlike previous ones where it's pegged to Ethereum, where if there's volatility in the market, it could cost more one day, a little less another day. So right now it's pegged to US dollar. So it's going to be for the first 24 hours for the alpha sale, $10 for a alpha standard disc and $90 for an alpha mega disc, which I don't remember them being that much, but that sounds pricey. But then it's starting 24 hours later for the non-alpha sale. There'll be $5 for a standard disc, which that's what I'm going to be focusing on. I'm going to be like opening up a ton of those, and then $30 for the $30 for the mega non-alpha disc. So, and actually, let me clarify this. It doesn't automatically start 24 hours later for the non-alpha sale. It's actually when the alpha discs get sold out or 24 hours. So there's a much smaller quantity of the alpha discs this time around. So there's a chance it could sell out in, maybe it's the first 6-8 hours or something
What
like
are
that.
the numbers again, real quick?
So I actually, yeah, let me pull this up here. So there are the prices. We have 2,500 standards. I can't remember exactly what we had for wave 1 and wave 2, but I know these are much smaller
There's
quantities.
100,000 standard alpha and 20,000 alpha mega.
Was that for wave
That was
1
for
or
wave 1.
okay, yeah, I remember that. And then it got a little smaller for wave 2, and then now we're much smaller.
I don't think wave
So
2 had a limit. I think it was a time limit. But maybe I was wrong. But I'm pretty sure it was only 72 hours with no limit on supply.
yeah, it could have been something like that. But either way, the smaller supply here just means, if you're bullish long term on Illuvium Beyond or Illuvium in general, there's going to be less quantity of these. So it actually makes me want to buy more of these alpha discs because they're going to be in low supply. The whole supply and demand thing. price is likely to go up. And another thing that I'm thinking of right now, I usually rely on Alluvial Master for the like my beyond portfolio like values. And
Yeah.
Alluvial Master had to shut down, but they were bought out by either Kieran or Illuvium themselves. And Kieran said that he opened up the API or whatever it is for other people to use, and I guess somebody's working on it. So I don't know if it's going to be, or I'm pretty sure it won't be ready for tomorrow or the next day, but Alluvial Master or something very similar will be up and running at some point, and I'm going to rely on that to kind of give me my values. But from what I remember last time, all of the discs that I had unopened, especially the alpha discs, they appreciated in value because they just became so scarce. New people coming into the space here, and they want those, the wave 1 and wave 2 discs now, but even those alpha ones. Yeah, I feel like I already just went on a whole rant for this. What are you doing, Jimbo? Yeah, you getting some of these? What do you think about the changes to the supply?
Love the changes to the supply. Love love the time limit, the 24 hours on it too. Um I my biggest regret for Illuvium Beyond is not buying more alpha discs from Wave 2. Those appreciated so much in value because there just wasn't a lot of people buying at that time.
Hmm.
We were in like the bottom of the market at that point. Uh I I'm not sure that we'll have like a really good sale on the first 24 hours. So this could be a pretty big buying opportunity again. Not financial advice. I mean, that's just what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to buy a few alpha mega discs and a few alpha standard discs. But as far, I'm like the opposite of you. I'm not going to buy any of the regular discs. I've never been into the non-alphas. Like that doesn't make sense to me. I want the best that I could get. But if you're going to actually play the game, I get why you would get the non-alpha. But for
Yeah,
me, I'm sticking to alphas.
yeah, and that's what the difference is for me. Like, if I wasn't competing on the leaderboard to be in that top 100 and earn some ILV rewards, then I would just go strictly alphas. Like, if I know I'm going to be able to hang for at least wave 3, but I keep saying, like, at some point I'm not some huge whale. Maybe I will be at the end of this bull market.
Soon.
But right now, I'm not some huge whale. So I figure at some point I'm going to be priced out, and at that point, I'm just going to stick to getting the alphas, because that's always what I've been about. Even when it came to like Pokemon cards, I always looked for those first edition ones, those promo cards, the ones that were I knew were going to be more rare. Um, but yeah, so for Wave 3, I'm definitely going to be limiting myself with the alpha ones. I'm thinking probably maybe 2 of the megas, and then maybe 5 plus of the standards. I wanna open a couple just so I have a couple of them open, and then I'm probably just gonna store some of them unopened for a while, because that's what I've done with, wave 1 and wave 2. Um, but the leaderboards are a lot more interesting, going into this wave, because now we're gonna have 2 leaderboards, essentially. The first leaderboard is expanded from, it used to only pay out ILV to the top 100. Now it's paying out to the top 200. There used to be a total of 100 ILV given out. Now there's a total of 250 ILV given out. So even if you were in the top 100, depending on your place, you could actually be making slightly more than you were in the past. So I think if you're between, I don't know, if you're just in the top 100 like me, I've been sitting around 95. I used to make zero point 0.5 ILV, and now it's going to be 0.6 ILV. Um, but now if you're down in the 195th place, I think you make zero point 0.2 ILV. And I know that doesn't sound like much right now, but when wave 1 came around, I think it was, or maybe it was wave 2, ILV was at these low prices. And then at one point, we watched it creep up from 30 something dollars to $160. And all of a sudden, I remember looking back being like, that point ILV that I just kept stacking every week was all of a sudden $80 a week. And, you never know what's going to happen with price, but I think it's going to go up from here. Um, but yeah, so the leaderboards are looking cool. And then they have the wave 3, like a second leaderboard, where I believe how it works is it doesn't pay out weekly. It's over the course of the wave. And then who's ever in the top, I should have looked more into this one. I think it's whoever's in the top 200, maybe for the wave 3 as well, is going to be given like an allotted amount of ILV. And that ILV can actually increase throughout the wave depending on how much ETH is spent. Um, so yeah, a lot of reasons to participate in this. Um, I can't wait. It's been a long time coming, and I'm a little excited for tomorrow for the alpha sale, but I'm even more excited for the next day when I can just buy like, I don't know how many I'm going to buy. Maybe start off with like 20, 30, 40 of them and just open them up. Maybe I'll even do it on stream. But yeah, you're not going to get any of the non-alphas. You're not going to go for those
I'm
leaderboards.
not even gonna open the alphas, so it doesn't matter. You know what
No,
I mean? Like, it's strictly like a either an investment opportunity for me or, like, future content, like, years in the future.
yeah. But I mean, even the thing that I like about this second leaderboard is even if you weren't here for the first two waves, you can jump in as a completely new person and just really go for the wave 3 discs, and you can still earn some ILV at the end of the wave. Um, there's
Sure.
a lot going for it. I'm excited for that. But let's move on to this next topic because I mean, I kind of just ran two in a row of like around the same stuff. But now on the ETH Lizard side of thing, or the Lizard Labs side of things, they have the platform Battle in the Beyond, and you can go in there with your discs and actually double up on your rewards. So if you open up your discs on the Battle in the Beyond platform, you can earn some Liz coin, earn some NFTs from Lizard Labs. They have a Liz pass. There's a couple different versions of the Liz pass. You can get onto like basically a standard leaderboard, a different leaderboard, and then there's like an ultra pass where you can get on both leaderboards at the same time or something like that. But you can win rewards from just being on that platform on top of what you could be earning from Illuvium. So it really doesn't make sense to open up your discs not on the Battle in the Beyond platform. They've set it up that way where it's if you're going to open discs, you might as well do it on that platform. And you can do it for free too. There's a free leaderboard. You can still earn some stuff from there. But I think I did the math in an old X post. These Liz passes are like I don't know, $20 or $30. If you're going to be opening up more than I don't know, maybe 10, 15, 20 of these discs, it makes sense to just buy that Liz pass and open them up on that platform. And it's just fun. You basically battle people. Um, so I could say like Jimbo, I want to challenge you to a little battle, and then we could do that and get a score. But a new feature or two new features that's coming to Wave 3 that we didn't have before is actually battling for ETH and battling for pink slips, basically. So now I could go on there and I should say, Jimbo, let's open up a mega disc, but let's put 0.1 ETH on it or 0.01 ETH on it. There's going to be a lot of people like degenning over that. Yeah.
That'll be a lot of fun to see if there's any people that freak out or get mad over, losing a ton of ETH playing in Battle
Yeah.
in the Beyond. That'll be great.
That, that's going to make for some good content. I'm going to have to set some ETH aside to just do some battles for ETH. We could be swinging back and forth hundreds of dollars in ETH. But the other one that's pretty cool is Battle for Pink Slips, which is I forget exactly what they're calling it, but like a winner takes all thing. So if we go at each other with two mega discs, and let's see what's in this one. Maybe I get in a door or something like that, like a tier 5, and then you get something better. You get multiple ones that gives you a higher point score. You're gonna take all of all of the contents of my disc, um, and it's just gonna be given to you. So that's gonna be another thing that could be even more valuable than ETH, depending on what is pulled. Um, so I'm definitely going to be doing that. Like I said, it doesn't make sense to open them up any other way other than on the Lizard Labs platform. Um, But you're not going to open up any discs, so you're not going to go on that platform.
I'll watch people do it, and I'll watch people lose their money and laugh at them, but no, I'm not opening any discs. I ain't got the money for that.
No. Well, you know what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to give you a couple discs just so we'll do a little battle on our next stream. So I'll give you some discs. And
Gotcha, I
also
appreciate
another thing
that.
that I'll probably have you do is I'm going to be hosting um some Battle in the Beyond live streams for on the Lizard Labs YouTube. Um, the launch party in 2 days on Friday, and then also just on I think for 8 weeks after that, I've chosen Wednesday afternoons, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Forget exactly what that is around the world. But I'm gonna have a guest on each episode. If you remember, Artemis did this last season. And then we're gonna have a handful of discs, and we're gonna do a little battle on the live stream and give out more free discs. So make sure you're tuning into that as well. Again, that's gonna be on the Lizard Labs YouTube, not on this one. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. There's a lot of cool. I think there's actually a higher rarity in this wave than there has been in previous waves because there's I forget exactly what it is, but if you spread out between the 5 waves, there's going to be six. There's 6 different tier 5 alluvials. So there's going to be one wave that has 2 tier 5 stage 3s, and I think it's this one. Do I remember that? I think it's the duel off and the Adorado or whatever you call
Yeah,
it.
you're right, Adorius
Yeah.
and Dwelleth.
So this is actually the best chance you have to get something really rare. So that's gonna be pretty cool. But anyways, as excited as I am about this, oh wait, I'm highlighting this real quick. Yes, use my code before you buy some discs, or use somebody's code. I don't care. Honestly, the last month I didn't even meet the threshold to like earn anything. So, but maybe this month will be different. So use my
I
code.
mean,
Buy
it's coming
buy
out,
some
bro.
discs.
Hey, show that shit.
Yeah, code Najafe. And anyways, I'm going to be giving out some discs. So if you're just joining here, type prize in the chat. And how about after this next segment, we will raffle off some discs.
Woo.
Okay. What are we doing here? So, Jimbo, this segment is more for you because you didn't even tell me this because you don't even talk to me, in the middle of the weeks anymore. But I was just on YouTube and I saw Paz's channel up, and he was doing a live tournament, and you guys were both there looking all fancy, wearing your suit and ties. I didn't even know you owned one of those. Um,
Me either.
no, did you buy one just for that show?
My mommy gave it to me.
Oh, nice, very
Very
nice.
nice of her.
Um, But anyways, I know that Paz is running some, or I don't know if it's Paz or if it's technically his guild or whatever it is. But I know
Mhm.
they're running some more tournaments. Skoriak started running some tournaments. Um, I think he was actually going to have one on Friday, but because of the Illuvium Beyond coming out, he bumped it. But there's going to be more tournaments coming up. We've heard Kieran talking about getting more tournaments with ILV rewards. Um, what are you noticing in that scene, like the esports scene of Illuvium? And is it are we on a good path at this point? I know we had some updates to Gauntlet. What are you seeing there?
So, okay. So going from Gauntlet or from Ascendant to Gauntlet as far as the esports tournament go, you would think Ascendant being a 1v1 would be easier to watch, but surprisingly the 1v1v1v1 the 8-man gauntlet mode like the TFT style has been just much more enjoyable for me personally. Not only are the tournaments just way shorter, somehow it's easier to follow because like the Ascendant games are like 10-15 minutes long, and then you go to a gauntlet and it's like 20-30 minutes, but you have like so many different people being in the mix. And I feel like gauntlet's just so much more fun to watch personally. Like I'm sure Ascendan's got a lot of cool updates that they're coming out with, but the Gauntlet has been absolutely incredible to watch and commentate. I haven't been able to commentate the last Phantom tournament for Gauntlet because I was just at a wedding and stuff and been a little busy. But hopefully more Phantom tournaments to come for me commentating and Paz, and maybe even I'll drop into some Inferno stuff. It's just I have a lot of stuff going on, but the tournaments have been so much fun, dude. Seriously,
Yeah,
I could not believe how much fun I was having watching it compared to like the old Ascendant tournament days.
yeah,
It's so much more quick paced. The tournaments, the way they have the rules and stuff set up, it's so much easier to follow. I'm I think I'm not saying we're going to be like League of Legends, but it's really fun to watch. I mean, if you guys are interested, definitely check it out next time there's a Phantom or Inferno tournament or whatever.
yeah. The Gauntlet mode is definitely growing on me. At first,
Mhm.
I was not a big fan because I was never a TFT player, so that whole style of 8 people playing, like I wasn't familiar with it. I didn't care too much for it. I always liked the whole one-on-one see who's the best.
Sure.
Um, but the more I watch it, I was even watching Rich stream a little bit earlier today playing. When I caught you and Paz on the YouTube, I watched a little bit of that. It is more interesting to watch, and there's more of a chance of like it. Like sometimes if it's a one-on-one in arena, you right away you can just see, all right, well this person's gonna win, this person's gonna lose. Like,
100%.
but now in Gauntlet, it's like, oh, you could be dropping down to that, sixth or seventh spot, and then you could just start climbing back up, or you could be on top and then have a couple bad games and then drop right off. Um, so playing it as well as watching it, I am starting to like it a lot better. And not that I ever doubted the people from Illuvium, but like I think it was a good choice to really focus in on Gauntlet, and I still don't want to see the Ascendant go anywhere. I
Sure.
just think focusing on Gauntlet right now, I think is the good move. And then whenever that's ready and uh, you know in a really good state, then go back to Ascendant. I know there's a lot of updates on the test net for Gauntlet that should be moving to the main net soon with the Ranger getting involved and stuff like that, and that's going to bring even more excitement and make it a little more unique. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I just wanted to echo what you said with the Ascendant. Like sometimes you just know who's going to win right before the game even starts, and not only that, if it's close, like a lot of the times, and I haven't played Ascendant in a minute, but a lot of the times it just felt like RNG. Like you never knew who was going to win which Ascendant game. It felt like a flip of the coin. It was just
Like
not
watch paper
very
scissors,
interesting. 100%. But
yeah.
now with Gauntlet, there was actually the way it's balanced is really well now, and it felt like you never knew who was going to win at the end of the game. We had a few really close games at the end. It came down to the last round, I think, in two of the three final games. Like it was super close. That's why it was so enjoyable. It's such a good game mode. 100%. Love it.
Yeah, and I can't wait till that. I mean, I haven't gone on the testnet to try out the testnet version with the Ranger, but like I can't wait to try that out. Just like I said, a new update, get more into it, and like you, Jimbo, I've been just super busy with so many things, so like I'm just not playing as much as I want. But I'm thinking during this bull run, uh, I'll be able to quit my day job and I'll have a lot more free time. All thanks
It's
to our buddy Mr. Trump. So this is a segue into the next segment here. But actually, before we start talking about Trump, let's do a little bit of the giveaway. So last chance, um, actually not quite last chance. So actually, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 5 right now, and then I'm gonna reset the prize pool. So all the people who just jumped in and did it and left, we'll get a new chance for the second half. So I'm gonna do 5 right now. I'll reset this and do another 5. And these are discs, obviously, that I don't have yet. So I will send them out to you whenever I get them, later this week, early next week, something like that. And one thing I will say is, if you do win, I just need your IMX passport. I'm gonna jot down your name on a notes app right here, and then you either got to leave a comment so I know I can match it up to you, or you got to message me on Discord or something. And I'm saying 7 days. If I don't hear from you in 7 days, I'm giving it to somebody else, because I don't want somebody coming in 2 months being like, oh, I won that and you haven't given it to me. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go 5 of these. Where's my spinner? All right, so we got 15 people. You got a 33% chance of winning. No repeats in the first 5. I'm not sure it even lets you, but once I reset it, you can win again for the second 5. Here we go. First one. It's gonna be Jimbo. Watch, because I saw him put his name in here. I hope it's Jimbo. I'll give it to you, Jimbo.
I did not put my name in.
You didn't?
Let's go.
There we go.
Odd.
Good. I like when I recognize these names too. This Bruce Doyce, he's always in here. I see him all the time on.
Yeah, he deserves that.
Yeah, he definitely deserves it. Who else deserves it? Let's go again. Let's see. In it to win it. Baker. I want Baker 15 to win it.
This is worse than crack. Spin it again.
Greg, we're not too familiar with you, but congrats. You won a disc. These are all standard non-alphas, by the way. I'm not giving out bigger ones.
These are alpha mega discs.
No, they're the $90 alpha mega discs. All right, here we go. All right. I want Where's KW? He's a hometown friend of mine, so I want to give him one. That's another one I see all the time.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of familiar faces. You love to see it.
All right. This is fun giving away stuff. I'm going to do this more often. Actually, I have been giving away some stuff in other episodes. Bambo Theo. That looks a little familiar. I'm pretty sure I've seen that before.
That is a familiar face for sure.
Bambo Theo. Oh, and also, if you just wanted to leave your IMX passport address in the comments, you got to make sure you don't do it in the chat. You actually got to do it in the comment of the video. And I'm not sure if you can do that until the live stream's done, because I'll lose it if it's in the chat. All right, last one for the first 5. Here we go. Jimbo, you should have entered your name. Enter your name next time.
I got you. Boyo.
Congrats. Boyo.
Alpha Mega sponsored by Jimbo. No, sir. Not true. Never that.
All right, so here's what I'm doing. I'm resetting it. So now you can enter your name again. Wait, did it reset? Or did everyone just... No. Wait, what's going on? Don't type it in yet. Why is it not resetting? Reset. I don't know. It's not working. It still says 17 people are in there. Maybe I can't reset it. All right. If I can't reset, I can't reset.
Hey, while he's doing that, make sure you like the stream and share it on all socials.
There you go. Yep, because we got 5 more to give away. I wanted to reset it for anyone who left, but
if y'all can type hashtag prize in the chat, you can hit that like button and subscribe while you're at it.
True. So yeah, and if you're just joining, hashtag prize, and then I'm gonna give away 5 more of these at the end. But all right, so let's finally move on. So I'm not gonna ask you who you voted for, because we know you voted for Kamala, but Trump won. And right before Trump won, Bitcoin was at, I don't know, 60,000, 61.
Somewhere
and
around
now,
there.
let me look at the ticker. Oh, we haven't broke 95 yet. 94,350. But anyways, a new all-time high today. Obviously, Trump made an impact on the Bitcoin price, but there's a lot of things that I keep hearing that just makes me more bullish every day, like the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, firing Gary Gensler.
I was about to say that. Fuck Gary Gensler, dude. Get him out of here. Pardon my
Um,
language, but dude, get Gary Gensler away from crypto.
right? I mean, what are some of the other things that we're hearing that Trump?
Just
Yeah,
not
the
attacking
strategic
crypto in
reserve.
general is pretty
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, exactly. Just not the fear of not getting sued. I guess is going to
Yeah.
be another big thing. Oh, I just had one that tipped my tongue. He brought up the idea of possibly not having capital gains tax on Bitcoin or US crypto coins. So if you're a
Mhm.
project in the United States, obviously this would have to go through, and who knows if it'll happen. But if this does go
Sure.
through, if you're a project in the United States and you have a coin and you buy it, and you have a profit, you won't need to pay capital gains on that. That's going to bring so much more to the United States. I even kind of made it a joke, but not really a joke on Twitter that if this goes through, we write an IIP for Illuvium to bring Illuvium over to the United States. Then everybody
Oh
here is
yeah.
going to be investing in it because when it goes to the moon, we're not going to be paying capital gains on it. Um,
Illuvium is an American company in 2025. Let's go.
right?
That would be
I'll write it that
crazy.
IIP if it goes through. They can
That
be an
would be
American company
beautiful.
for yeah. Oh, and then I would just load up even more. Um, I would actually have to look to see which companies are actually in the US. I don't even
I don't yeah, I was about to say I couldn't name one, honestly.
yeah.
I
Well,
don't
I
even
know
think
for bigger ones like Ripple and Cardano
well, I
or
don't think Cardano's American, right?
I think it is. I
Is it?
yeah.
Someone fact check us in the chat. I could be wrong.
Yeah, well, I mean, he already had talks with Trump about getting like voter ID on the Cardano network and stuff like that. Um,
Bitcoin is. How do you know?
Bitcoin. Well, I'm pretty sure Bitcoin was included into that because there
Yeah,
is no.
you got to. You
Yeah, well,
got
well, that would be the main thing, and then bring all the other cryptos to the United States. But yeah, it would be projects from the United States and Bitcoin, no capital gains, which that would be
I
awesome.
mean, that'd be pretty
I'm
nice.
into because one thing we hate in the United States are paying taxes.
Don't get
Um,
me started, man.
yeah, but I mean, what else is there to talk about? I mean, Trump's obviously making a big impact. I guess one question for you is like, we get a new president every 4 years. Trump obviously he can't run again. This is his second term. In Do we need to worry about in 4 years what happens? Like, say, I mean, who knows? Maybe JD Vance does a really good job as the vice president, and then he runs and he could win for the next election. But I mean, maybe it's somebody who's less crypto friendly. Like, do you think they're going to be the next president is going to be forced to stay with the path that we're on, or do you think they could turn things around and then all of a sudden, it throws us into a bear market? I don't know.
I kind of doubt it. Like it depends. I think it de- it depends on what the crypto market does, and it depends on what cryptocurrency companies do. Like this whole cycle should be about legitimizing crypto and seeing how we actually apply it. So if we can do that properly, then I think it's going to be a hard sell to, get a candidate in that is anti crypto.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it also depends on how the market is. But if we go with the same
100%.
cycles that we've been going with, then the bear market will be in the middle of Trump's term. And then by the time his term ends, it should already be heading back up. So sentiment will be better at that point. Um,
I mean, that's what the 4-year cycles are based on, right? Presidential elections.
well, yeah,
They
I mean,
line up with them.
yeah, they have been lining up with that. Yeah. I guess no one can really come up with if it's because of that or if it's just coincidence, but they tend to line up with the president election. Um, let's see, what else was I just gonna say? Well, yeah, I think the bullish thing here is that if he does make these changes for crypto and it brings more, innovation from Web3 in the crypto space to the United States, and it helps the United States, then it's going to be a no-brainer for whoever takes over, even if it was from the other side of the aisle, to just stick with what we're doing, because if it works, right?
Yeah.
Um, Not to say that they can't change things
I
that
think
work.
there's gonna be a lot of changes in the Democrat Party coming up for the next election. I would be surprised if being pro crypto was not one. They kinda, like, messed up there, right?
Yeah,
I mean, they messed up on a lot of things, let's be honest, but I think if you're a Democrat, you have a lot of hope for next election. I would be very surprised if the Democrats didn't change a lot of things up, and, I would be surprised if being pro crypto is not one of those things.
yeah. The other thing I keep thinking, and I hear this all the time too, is just like crypto. The younger generation gets crypto better than the older generation. So as time goes on, every 4 years, whatever it is, you have younger people who understand crypto getting to the age where they could be, possibly running for president or running for Congress or whatever like that. So, when the 60, 70, and 80-year olds are out, and then we're start getting the people who grew up with crypto, who are understand crypto and the importance of Bitcoin, it's just going to get more and more friendly as time goes on. uh, just like Bitcoin in general, Bitcoin versus gold. I watched something today that said, like, what happens is, the old people are either like retiring, they're dying, whatever it is, and their gold is being flowed down to their kids, and then people are taking that gold, selling it to buy Bitcoin because they understand and believe in Bitcoin more than gold. So
Yeah.
that's why I keep thinking Bitcoin's going to keep rising on gold, um, over time. But yeah, I mean, I guess to wrap this up, like, I mean, you can't assume everybody likes Trump. I know some people like the other candidates or the other parties, but like when it comes to crypto, he was the obvious choice, for things to be bullish. And I wouldn't say I'm like what do you call it, a single
MAGA?
policy voter, but like
Gotcha.
crypto was a big factor in what I wanted to see. And crypto also, it ties into a lot more than that. Us freedom loving Americas, we want freedom money too. And it's going to all flow into the altcoins. I hope it's
Hey, summed it
it's
up there
exciting.
pretty much. I mean, as far again, like, I'm not getting political. I don't really care about who's the president or not too much, to be honest with you. But as far as crypto goes, Trump is objectively the better person for people who are in crypto.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I'm excited to see where the next 4 years goes. Or really, just the next 8 to 12 months. It's going to be crazy. It really is. Um, but anyways, speaking of crazy, now if you were to look at the market the past couple days, I actually put these segments together, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days ago. But meme coins are definitely down in the past couple of days. But there was what basically that 2 week span where meme coins were just going crazy. Um, and I had bought some meme coins back in the day. I bought some Pepe like 2 years ago. I think I bought it $200, and I think when it hit its peak less than a week ago, it was up at like 3,700. So I already
Woo.
like, I don't know, 17 or 18x that money.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
good one.
yeah, I mean, I know some people are putting $100 in and becoming millionaires. I'm not getting that risky. But I
Sure.
have been buying more meme coins. I've been sticking more with the ones that are like established. You know, I got some Pepe, I got some Brett, I got some Mew, a couple other ones. I bought Turbo for the first time because I was looking into that. I was like, I like the AI narrative to it or whatever. Um, and I kind of bought it at the wrong time because they've all gone down the past few days. But I think after Bitcoin, has another little rally and kind of settles, I think meme coins are still going to be one of the first things to go. If you're a new person coming into crypto, you're likely coming in because you want to make some money quick, and meme coins are going to be that gamble play. Um, but yeah, what do you think about the meme coin market? And like a lot of people are saying meme coins are this cycle's version of NFTs. So I don't know. I get to a point where I was like, I don't want to miss out on this. I'm not trying, like, I'm not FOMOing in, but I was like, I want to get some portion of my portfolio into memes just to make sure I can take advantage of that. But yeah, what do you think? Do you have any memes yourself?
I mean, not really. I'm not in a place where I want to even take a slight risk like that. I have Bitcoin, I have a little bit of ILV, I have Solana, and but here's the funny thing about the meme coins. So remember when Elon went on SNL and Doge like went to like 76 cents? I
Yeah,
remember selling it and then it dropped down to like 40 cents and I was like, this is a good buying opportunity. And
it's a
I bought
buy.
some and then it went down to like 10 cents and I bought more at like 10 cents. And
Yeah,
now after 40 years, I have finally broken even on my Dogecoin investment. I'm up like 150% now, so that's pretty sick.
yeah.
But
So
other than
from
that, no memes.
yeah, so from last, I didn't hold any memes through the bear market. Like I dabbled in them a little bit. I dabbled in Sheeb and in Doge in the last bull market, but I was kind of smart about it. I just made a little bit of profit and then got out. Um, but you were just saying you finally got back into the profit on Doge. Though really the only like decent sized bag in my portfolio that had been just red for the longest time was actually ADA, so Cardano,
Yeah, that one
and
hurt.
because that was one that I was just like, I don't know. I bought into that narrative. It was like my third biggest bag for the longest
Sure.
time. Um, I bought it. I started buying it. I remember at like 30 cents, but I kept buying it all the way up to like $3. So during most of this bear market that we just went through, I was actually in the red the whole time, or most of the time. And I finally just the past couple weeks, I've back into the green on ADA. I think pretty much all my coins, other than some of the memes I just bought, are in the green right now. But
Same.
the in and we still really
Not to
haven't
flex
seen
on
all
you
of it.
guys, but I'm doing pretty well right now.
I know, like I mean, how can you not be doing well right now?
True.
Especially if you hold some Bitcoin. Like if you're not holding any Bitcoin and you didn't happen to have ADA or XRP or some of the memes that's been mooning. Some of the other coins like ILV is still sitting pretty low. I'm sure a lot of people watching this have some ILV. I That's my third biggest bag. I got a lot of ILV too. I'm feeling that. Um, but I think the time will come, not just for ILV, but for all the altcoins. We're just everybody's in that let's get Bitcoin right now. I don't want to miss out on that pump, but that money's going to flow somewhere. People are going to take some profits from Bitcoin and it's going to go into these alts. I actually made a whole video about that. That's I'm going to put out early next week or something like that. Um, but yeah, I mean meme coins they've been fun. Like I really got to a point seeing the whole meme coin rush where I was just like, I don't need to be too risky, but I want an allocation to it. I don't think if you're buying those coins that are in the top 100 that are like over 100 million market cap, it it's hard to say anything in crypto is safe, but like
It's
those are
completely safe. Put your life savings into it, is what Najaf's saying.
all I know is with Pepe, like I I bought in like $200. Um, there was a couple times where it went really high, and I was just like, "This is overvalued," and I sold a little bit, and then it went back down, and I bought it back in, and I did that a few times, just like little swing trades, I guess you'd call it. But so far, so good. You know what I'm saying? Like it hasn't crashed to nothing. Wherever you're dabbling with those meme coins, like oh, you see a $10 million market cap or lower, and you're like, oh, I just want to put some money into this, like it could go to zero tomorrow. And I'm not about taking those risks. I don't mind a little bit of the gamble, but I like to be a little safer with it. Um, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
All right. Anyways, That was a fun episode. I think things just feel better when the markets are pumping,
True.
especially when Bitcoin's hitting all-time highs.
It's
Is
a lot
this
easier to smile, you know what I mean?
right?
Like, when your bags are up 100%, it's, like, kinda hard to be sad.
I know. Look back at some of these episodes that we've been doing over the past 2 years, and
Yeah.
we're not so happy in some of those. Imagine how
No,
happy we're gonna be when we see that ticker coming across the top here of ILV at, like, 500
or
or I don't know,
5,000, like,
or
ILV
5,000,
5,000 by next year, mark it down, just kidding, not
you
financial
know?
advice.
And once I haven't been able, this comes through TradingView. Once Lizcoin is available on there, I'm gonna throw Lizcoin up here too, because that's Lizcoin is now my 4th biggest bag. Um, so I'm gonna be pretty bullish on that too. Liz will flip ILV. Do you see that? I don't know.
Wow, dude, those are fighting words,
That's
bro.
that's a bold statement
That
there.
is a very bold statement. Maybe.
Liz will flip ILV. Honestly, I just want them both to do good. There, it's my what is that? 4 years bull market ready. How do I get rid of that?
Super
Yeah,
cycle.
I need both of those coins to do well. The one that's really hurting me right now is Ethereum. Oof, because that's my 2nd biggest bag. But I think Ethereum will have its time too.
Every dog has its day.
Every dog has. Well, speaking of dogs, a lot of meme coins that are dogs.
True.
Okay. So that it kind of almost wraps things up. So let's just give away these last 5. I wasn't able to reset it, unfortunately. So if you're in here, you can double up. By the way, I'm not gonna. There's a good way to put this. I'm not gonna say you can't because I already said you'd be able to win it again. So we're starting fresh. Let me get to this giveaway. All right, last chance. Put hashtag prize in the comments, and then I'll run it, and you can win twice. I will allow you to win twice. Jimbo, put your name in here.
It's in there, don't worry.
Okay, good. I wanted to get in there. We have 18 people spinning now. Last time there was 16, so 2 new people. Okay, here we go. Who's it gonna be? I want somebody to get a double, so I have to do one less transaction. Andrew. Not like just Andrew. Is it just Andrew?
Hey, congrats,
All right.
Andrew.
Congrats, Andrew. You might have to be one who leaves it in the comments your IMX passport because there's gonna be some other Andrew who messages me. Hey, I'm Andrew. I won the disc. All right. So Andrew, congrats. Let's go. We got 4 more. You don't even know what you're trying to win. It's just a standard regular disc that's coming out for we got
Dennis Borisovich.
Dennis Borisovich.
Something like
Borisovich.
that. Let me know how I did. I identify as Andrew.
Borisovich. Okay. Let's go spin again. We got 19 people in here now. Look at
I'm
where's
all about the
KW?
alphas.
I
Hey,
identify as Andrew.
you're looking at 2 alphas right here.
Michael. All right, now we're getting some names that I'm not even sure, but I'm glad you're here watching the show. I hope everyone subscribes to my channel here, by the way.
And
Because
likes the stream.
if you're new, I'm sending you out some discs. Like, I want you to subscribe, and I want you to use code NAJAFE in your Illuvium account if you're going to be buying any discs yourself. Okay. How many more do I got to do? That was 3, 2 more. Give me a double.
Hey,
He didn't even know what he was winning.
who's Moggin?
And he won it. Moglin. That's who just said Liz was going to flip ILV, right?
True, yeah.
Well,
We'll
I don't
see.
even care if it flips. Actually, if it flips ILV in market cap, I would probably have a much bigger Liz bag, actually. So, yeah, I'd be happy with that. I want them both to do well, but if it flips, I'm okay with it. Okay, last one. Jimbo. Yes, Jimbo. Jimbo is the winner.
I'll take
I'm
that.
sending Jimbo a
We
disc.
take those.
Yeah, good. I wanted you to win
Hey,
that.
save
Okay,
the best for last.
right? Yeah, that was the 10th one. All right. So yeah, if you won, you didn't hear before. I want you to either the easiest thing would be to just comment, not in the chat, comment on the video, your IMX address. So because I already have your name and I'll just send it to you whenever I have those discs available. Or if you want, it hit me up on Discord and just make sure I know that it's you. And I'll get those discs out at some point whenever I get them available. I guess another full disclosure is I'm not buying these discs myself. This is part of a promotion through Illuvium, so I got to get those discs from Illuvium, and then I will send them out to you probably early next week or whenever it comes. You can bug TSG if you're not getting these free discs. Um, yeah, that was a fun episode. I like giving out free stuff. In the future, I'll give out more stuff even if I'm buying them in the future. So make sure you're coming back. We used to be really consistent about doing these shows every 2 weeks. Sometimes now we're going every 3 weeks. But it's usually going to be on a Wednesday night around the same time, Eastern time. So maybe turn on notifications or something if you want to come to these shows. But
Hey, turn on the notifications, boy. You know how it
that's
goes.
right.
Hit that subscribe, hit that like button, maybe even
That's
comment on the
right.
video if you're watching this afterwards.
Yeah, and make sure you're checking out on the Illuvium YouTube. They're gonna have I forget exactly what they're calling it, but they're having some show tomorrow at the launch of the alpha sale. 24 hours later, I'm hosting with Rich uh the Battle in the Beyond launch party. So that's going to be on both the ETH Lizards or the Liz Labs and Illuvium channels. And then for 8 weeks after that, I'm hosting a show on the Lizard Labs channel, and giving out more discs. So just make sure you're ready for those. Find those in the Discord. Put them on your calendar. Whatever. We'll be back here in either 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. Yeah, that's it. Any final words, Jimbo?
Hey, use code NAJAFE when you're buying those discs.
Good. I like that. Okay. See you guys later. Thanks for coming.